You can look when we get in. If there's a checkbox that says play as release nation, you can do it. I don't care, but
It's not very useful. I just think Persia has more potential than Timurids.
well, it depends on if they get released as a horde or not. I'm not sure if they do.
Well, do you want to play in this area, Marigoth, or are you just picking Timurids just because?
I've never played a horde.
They suck.
They're really good early game and they're really terrible late game. End of story.
Are we early game or are we late game?
We're very early game.
Very early.
Timurids are probably the
Perfect,
least
so we're only
advantaged
playing one
horde
game.
in that regard, though. You have huge advantages fighting on planes.
Those won't even be invented for hundreds of years, bro.
I know it's a problem.
They could do like, Muscovy or something, if you didn't want to play
Oh
a
my
war.
god, Marigoth, click ready.
Sorry, it's Cal's fault.
Tell me when you're ready, Marigoth.
Independence for Persia is 90% towards succeeding.
Oh, really?
I could handle the peasant, or handle the rebels, let's see.
Are you sure?
How many provinces would Persia get?
Independence?
Persian nationalist, independence for Persia, 90%, oh, until the next uprising.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you sure that it's not the next uprising if they actually have that much of the country occupied?
No, Timurids is, well, they have... Oh, we're at war with Muscovy. Huh. I'm losing.
Well, it's probably irrelevant because they probably can't get to you.
So let's stop that, first of all. I mean, technically I'm winning, I guess, but...
We're losing. I mean, technically I'm winning, but we're losing.
Well, they've got 30,000 troops sitting next to me, and I have 15,000 troops, so I'm at 13% war score. I don't want to be in war with them, so...
Did you have any intention of attacking Quarry while you knew? Between us?
Yeah, as I was just saying, we can do that.
Okay.
But
I'm
he's
not allied
already
in marriage
busy.
to them. So I might have to break that alliance and stuff.
Oh, no, okay, you're friendly with them, fine.
He's using them as a bludgeon against the Mamluks, I think.
It's not permanent.
Oh man, you only married them like for their body?
Yes.
Oh man.
Cool thing is, I can play Binding of Isaac while playing EU4.
No, don't do that.
There's going to be a significant amount of waiting, okay?
There shouldn't be.
There is when you have 400 manpower and rebels.
Well, you're not even worth allying them.
You should give him money, Aries.
No. Form Mughal Empire.
You gotta reform the government first, so that should be the principal goal, but
Is not a tribe.
yep. So look at reform the government and see what you need for that, but you won't get that tonight, so it doesn't matter.
Have advisors. Let's see what my ideas are. Oh, they didn't pick any ideas because we're Timurids, alright. Looks like no significant damage has been done. I'm making money, my army maintenance is very high for no reason. Maybe because I'm a horde. And that's all I do.
Or you're a whore. Oh!
Ares, you just got here, shut the fuck up.
Actually, I think you like have less cost for going over force limit than other countries as a horde. So the AI may have chosen to do that, I don't know.
No. I have 33,000 troops. Out of my 50,000 limit. No, time to regroup. What is the Timurid capital?
Samarkand in your northeastern quadrant.
I see it. Yeah, well, whenever you guys are. Oh, you know what? I have a lot of mercenaries.
It's probably because you have no manpower in Rebel.
You reckon?
A little bit. Sometimes, when I feel like it.
I wonder if we're capable of speed 3 with 5 people.
It's crazy.
Capable of it, it's just obvious. Speed 3 is generally considered in the EU4 multiplayer community to be the limit.
Cal would know.
I research these things. But yes, my internet is crap, we all know that.
Because you're
I
lagging
noticed.
event already.
Yeah, you're already lagging. I think speed 3 is out of the question.
I don't see any ping increase, that's very surprising.
Oh man, the Papal State is like invading all the things.
Fucking Pope Francis. God damn it.
I really wouldn't complain about that, I mean,
I'm not, but
you never see Italian unification. It is such a huge benefit for an outside force to attack the empire like that for you and clean up some of those little states so you don't have to get the relations hit.
wow, you are lagging.
I have 40 ping, why am I lagging?
Cow Assassin has left the server. Cow Assassin has joined the channel.
Alright, I can go watch the haze.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Military access through hordes is not a thing, I guess.
I guess they already walk all over you.
Because he's such a horde.
Well, like, it won't let me walk through them even though I have military access. It's weird.
How long is it before you can remove rivals? Is it 25 years or 30? Because Timurids is rivaled against me.
It's 25.
In a couple years, and if you wanted to, we could ally. Daisy, you probably shouldn't have all those men on the one province sieging. You're taking huge attrition damage.
I don't think anyone ever explained attrition to him, and somebody else will have to do it because apparently I'm lacking.
Basically,
Yes.
for
There you
sieges, you don't want to have... Like, the minimum is typically 2,000 at the beginning of the game, but
I
eventually
do,
you
and
can
you
have...
explain this because Ares is doing a terrible job right now.
I will as
Sorry.
soon as I turn him down. Hold on.
Yeah, that's not attrition. That's general siege mechanics. He needs to know attrition.
Alright, so attrition is the value that is, if you look at your army, select an army, you see at the very top there's the army name. Below that there's infantry, cavalry, and artillery. To the right of that is total number of dudes in the army. Below the total of dudes in the army is the attrition value. It is a percentage number that is green, yellow, or red, depending on the percentage you're taking, with a little skull beside it. Every month that passes, or time you enter or exit a province, you take that percentage damage to your army, just straight up. Like, that percent of each of your stacks of infantry, cavalry, and artillery die. Just dead, instantly. This is going to be affected by the supply limit of the province in question. The supply limit of the provinces is generally determined by population, terrain type, so on and so forth. Coastal, not coastal, yeah, that type of thing. Generally, the richer the province, the more you can fit troops into it. And mountains generally have very poor supply limits. There are exceptions, like Tyrol, for instance, but they are exceptions. Now, what this matters, like how this matters, is you don't want to have like 30,000 men on one province sieging, because that they will be over the attrition cap, the limit, and will take attrition damage. If you split it up so that you have just enough troops there to be at the force limit cap, then you will not take attrition damage. And if you are only slightly over it, then you only take a small percentage of attrition damage. Basically, the more men you have there, the more damage you take from attrition. This also varies by season. In the winter, attrition is worse. But that's really honestly not that relevant unless you're in like Russia.
Yeah, don't invade Russia in the winter.
And there are some like ideas that can help you modify attrition, reduce it, or increase it for enemies that are in your territory, and you can also, scorch the land behind your retreating armies to increase attrition on invading armies as they siege. But that's all just fluff. Essentially, it's just saying don't have a shitload of men all on one province if it has a low supply limit. Okay?
Okay.
Typically, if you have an army on a province, there's a button you can press called detach siege, and it'll detach enough people to siege the province. Typically, it's 2,000 or 3,000. I generally don't go above 7,000 or 8,000 per siege, unless you have like a fuck ton of manpower.
Late game, to sieges get bigger. Also, later in the later in the game you go, the higher the support limit for each province, so the bigger the armies you can have in that province without taking attrition.
Oh, okay.
You can also tell if your army is taking attrition by, on the right side in the overview panel, under your armies, you actually see their name and the numbers in red. So if you ever see a red army, that means they're taking attrition damage.
I don't know if I want the Papal State to continue invading Imperial territory or not. Like, I don't know if I want to take Ferrera and Modena now, or give them more time.
If you're asking for an opinion, I would leave them alone.
I'm not really, I was just expounding into the air, but it's too much of a hassle right this second to invade them anyway.
So now that you have all of Granada sieged, how much war score do you need to take it? Like how much more?
I need 100% war score to fully annex it.
But is Morocco the war leader?
No,
It doesn't
Granada.
matter. If you have multiple people in the war, then you can't just... It's 5 years for the war leader to count as 100%. Once the war has gone for 5 years, he'll be able to annex them. It's to prevent going to war against one province miners, capturing them instantly and taking them and ignoring... Oh, crap. It's to prevent you from killing one province miners and ignoring their allies, and my heir just died. And I still have Henry the freaking 6th.
Get wrecked.
Incoming war proposes, assuming I don't get purses of union.
That was interesting. Just decided to tab out.
I think I should go vassalize Bosnia. I think that'll piss off enough people. Probably a coalition by Venice, Hungary, and Naples.
Yeah, because those matter.
They do.
Hungary
It
is
could be annoying
pathetic, you just
if
crush
Mamelukes-
Venice and Naples, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I like having the fight a war one front. If Mamluks joins a coalition, then that'll be problematic.
So just beat the Mamluks. They can't join a coalition against you until 1482.
Yeah, that's true.
can annex Hesse.
You mean like just one war of them in full annexation, or what?
Diplo annex.
They probably won't accept a vassalization from your current size, but I assume you already know that.
I do, but
So we decided speed 3 is out of the question.
I mean, we can try it.
Desync.
Desync.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Save.
Yeah, it's saved.
You know, when EU3 came out and it had not completely terrible netcode, I really thought they were getting better.
Could you do better?
Because you have no way of proving it either way, I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
Yes. Then the next question would be, why don't you? Make
I'm
a mod.
very lazy.
Superior netcode mod. I'm sure that's a
It would be
thing.
most downloaded mod in like 2 hours.
That's so true.
I'm gonna take this opportunity. I will be.
I will get something to drink. The hazy should have loaded first, but okay.
Alright, I'm back.
You should have connected first.
You really should have. But that is like EU4 experience talking. He'll learn.
Oh, you didn't say you requested yet.
I'm also EU4 experience. I always rehost.
Fucking Margoth.
Cal's not even here.
He's right, England got magically selected and readied because I'm not here.
No, you did that before you went AFK.
Now let's try this again without speed 3.
We should try it again with Speed 3 and you should be a better host.
Oh!
Alright, I'll crank it up to speed 3 again.
I mean, truth be told, you were the one that desynced, which desynced the rest of us.
Okay. You can try it at speed 3 as many times as you want, bud.
I never thought
EU4
I would say this,
experience
but I
lends
really
to,
hope Henry VI doesn't die.
Spend like forever hoping he will, then spend years of terror hoping he won't.
I mean, I have no heir. You know what happens if he does die before I get an heir or War of the Roses fired? The Hazy Ninja gets to fight a succession war against Aragon.
Huh. I mean, I have no idea what might happen.
Daisy, you should use your ships to fully blockade all the provinces, or at least as many as you can, of Morocco.
I have no idea what might happen.
You can select your ships, combine them, and then detach blockade.
Is religious idea good for me? Because it seems like this whole Shia versus Sunni thing might be problematic.
It depends on if your focus is on that or on reforming. Most people think that you should go humanist first for Timurids because it helps them in an enormous number of ways.
Okay. Sounds good. I mean, it sounds good to me.
This is
I'm
awesome.
saying. I have this accepted culture problem also. Too many Turkmenis. Too many Afghans.
So if your king dies, what country are you playing, Cal?
I don't get inherited, I'm just lost or partner in a union.
Okay, that's right. And then you get inherited.
Well, technically speaking, there's a very small chance of me getting inherited, but very small.
Rolling the dice, hoping for England inheritance.
Somehow I'll get it.
Ooh, royal marriage required colony ended. I guess I will not renew that.
Do I want piety or not? What does it do? I don't
That's
remember.
50. You can decide. For Timurids, to be perfectly honest, I would go for piety because you need the conversion chance. "35 months left. Then I can actually get a good king after 30 years of misery."
You should play with the mod that lets you adopt an heir.
Yeah, but
Oh,
then I
yeah,
wouldn't get
'cause
Worth of Roses.
that always worked out so very well, historically.
If you can do it covertly, it doesn't really matter. Because historically, having a son is also the downfall of an empire.
Look, there's an obvious solution to this problem. Many, many areas of the world got it. Europe was pretty much the only one that didn't. If you're that worried about succession, just let the king have 50 billion mistresses and legitimize a bastard if his wife doesn't actually have an heir.
Makes sense.
Everybody but Europe did it.
Why couldn't we be less European?
I'm pretty much a fan of how the Ottomans did it, actually. How they had like 10 kids or whatever, and then they let them all fight for the throne, and whoever made it must have been the best, right? Slev is TR now.
He became TR a while ago.
These
Well,
TR
he
guns
just-
suck. Why can't
he
we
just-
have guns like Vano? I don't know if I should liberate Ansbach and Württemberg from Ulm or not.
I think you should probably do something at some point, seeing as it appears you have not gained any territory except for the Venetian conquest.
I know. I'm totally working on inheriting people, or annexing people, but
No. My king died.
We have to load.
Aw, how sad. Look at his hair, that's great.
Oh.
Suffer as I have suffered.
I don't have any right yet. Actually, that's my regular king 033.
Okay, I meant the guy who inherited from your king. He's like several times as good as my king, but still, suffer as I have suffered.
Oh man, what do I do with all of these PowerPoints that I can't use?
PowerPoint. You mean
Yep.
mana?
Mana. Specifically bird mana in this instance. I have like 900 of it.
Cast magic missile of the darkness.
You could spend. Well, I don't know.
In all seriousness though, if you have no use for it, I guess you can't do this yet, but if you can like weasel out of spending a bunch of it for a while, you could eventually culture convert that Croatian province.
Oh yeah, that's right. As soon as they're a core, I can do it.
No, it's not as soon as they're a core. They have to have no nationalism. So it'll be 20 years. 30 years, something like that.
Feels good.
Man, this recovery time has been murder. Scotland is almost as powerful as I am. Between it and its Irish allies. Not that it matters, because I have a huge navy and they can't do anything, but still.
Wait, whose relations was it?
Me, I think.
No, not you. Like,
No,
I
we have
recall
really
my
good relations,
diplomat.
though. Oh, it was
But I was-
Ares who was improving relations with me.
I improved relations with all of you.
I have 105 relations with the Dune for some reason.
Well,
Oh,
we
I
have an
forgot we're allied.
alliance.
Yeah, I
No,
forgot we were
romance.
allied, okay? Shut up. Crap, now I might actually have to fight a war in Europe. This was a mistake and a half.
You won't. Not if I call you. I don't, like, nobody's going to attack me when I'm allied with England and Bohemia.
France. France.
Nope, I'm part of the coalition against them, and everyone's in the coalition. They would literally be fighting.
There's only 4
Everyone.
people in the coalition. Everybody's left.
Okay. Well, as soon as France conquers something. I guess I'll invade Hungary next.
That would probably be what I would do too. Try to get the get Sopron and Puzzoni or whatever, and then get Sebs in the next war.
And Sebs, yeah.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't take that in the first war. That's a lot of base tax to take with no claim.
Why would I not have a claim? Yeah, well.
Because you don't have a border.
Not adjacent, that's right, yeah. Maybe I'll take Rosset too.
Oh, screw you, game. Cessation of church functions, really?
Haha.
So, in the last 3 years, I had just managed to get 100 admin power or so. It's gone now.
Wow, I never forgot to turn off my army maintenance. Feels bad. And then I turn it off and I get a revolt event. Feels even worse.
You said humanist ideas?
They are baller these days, yes.
You mean OP because of the fucking everything.
Yeah. What did I just say?
You said baller. You didn't say OP.
I said it.
Get with the times, Margaret. Oh, over expansion. Or aggressive expansion. I mean,
I wish that Hungary was not allied with France.
Here's the thing, Ares. Aggressive expansion doesn't matter because you can just go invade the Mamluks and ignore the fact that there's a coalition in Europe against.
That
Aries, legit question, what is that Adana province in that Ramazan thing? What is that?
they were a
What is
vassal of Mamluks, and I could not take them in the war.
That looks awful. Can you
Oh,
fix
I
that?
know.
So I don't have to
I
go
will
to war with you, or what?
I will fix it in about 15 years.
It looks terrible.
He's still truced with them for the next 10 years.
And next war, I can't take that. Actually, I can. I can choose that. Yeah, yeah. Because they're separate. They're not allied with Mamluks, so I can take them separate war. Depending. Well, actually,
You
I
should
don't know.
actually,
Extension.
you should seriously consider getting a claim on, excuse me, and then going after Georgia soon because Crimea is not looking so good. Though Golden Horde might not actually beat them, we'll see.
I'm not going to come in until I have a border with them.
Well, I don't mean it in that sense. I mean that when the hordes get down to one country, Muscovia then usually punches that country in the face repeatedly. So you probably only have like 40 or 50 years, much shorter than usual.
Is
before
Georgia
Muscovia's
even
just
that
getting down here.
fantastic anymore?
No, it's not terribly fantastic. I mean to get as a vassal, so that you could stick that country there, have it take all the similar culture crap up there, and use it as a vassal state to sit on your border with Muscovia
Okay,
when
yeah.
they get down here.
That's a good idea, yeah.
That, and you know, you can make them a march and use them as a huge attack dog for the rest of the game. Because compared to the other countries out there, they have a great tech group.
Yeah. Is that Eastern?
They're Eastern, yeah.
Yep.
I forget, what does a march do? It makes it like a vassal, but with strong military or something?
Yes, you get less income from it, you can't annex them, and they have a stronger military. They have a higher support limit, better fortification, stuff like that.
Manpower.
It's for
Manpower,
using
yeah.
them as your bitch. It's pretty cool, actually.
Hazy defeated Granada.
Yep.
Why do I know about just Genoa? That's weird.
Because
Like
they have
Liberia.
the colonies in Crimea. So you start the game knowing about them, and you get to know their capital, because any country you know about, you get diplomatic contact with the capital.
I guess Timurids don't care about everything else in Europe. All I know of is Lithuania, some Poland. Don't even know they exist. I don't even know the struggle that's taking place in Castile right now.
It's a struggle.
It's a big struggle.
Someone should explain religion to Dehazy Ninja, because he's going to have to convert that crap eventually.
It's like a whole bunch of people all having the same imaginary friend.
Oh man. Looks like I have to do 6 years ahead of time.
Wah. Wah.
Just saying, it's terrible.
You know what my tech level is? 534.
Get good.
I actually might have to do an ahead of time military tech. 60% ahead of time, and I'm at 500 points already.
How it won't let me remove a rival.
Why is that?
I don't know. I click Morocco and then I click OK and it just doesn't.
You have to choose another country.
Oh, yeah, there has to be another country. You may not have any other options.
You do.
Oh, well, click on it and click one of those other options.
I am, and it's just not doing anything. The confirm replace rival thing comes up, I hit OK, and nothing happens.
That's very interesting. Do you have any diplomatic power?
Select a third
Yep.
rival first, and then try
Ah.
to
Is it
raise it.
problem?
Ah. Well, this is bad.
Wait. How is France? Man, fuck you. Hungry.
Hungry ally with France.
That's great.
Ooh. I have to rival either Austria, France, or Portugal to remove cow.
Well, it should probably be France, because frankly, we all hate France anyway. We're going to go to war with them on a regular basis. You can feel free to join in if you want.
Not a bad idea.
Basically.
France it is.
Also,
It still didn't change.
That's
God
weird.
damn it.
You can right-click it to drop the rival, can't you?
That worked.
For 100 diplomatic power.
It was gonna cost me 100 anyways.
Actually, I think it's only 10 when you just switch, but I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's set up.
I could be wrong. Less than a year. Seven months left, and War of the Roses will go off, and I might actually get a competent monarch. I'm so excited.
Poland's looking kind of big over there.
Poland's always looking kind of big at this stage of the game.
And then they stop looking kind of big. Unless they inherit Lithuania, then they look.
Especially, I mean, they gotten pretty unlucky with their monarch, because he has a 1 in military, and that's the most important tech for Poland, so... They're screwed.
Well, I have 9 years before I can declare war against the Mamluks again.
Well, I apparently just spent infinity money for some reason.
Infinity.
And I'm really not sure why.
Mayor, how you doing over there?
Oh, it was all those
Recovering
roads I
manpower.
built.
To 10,000. I'll be right back.
Whoops, I'm way ahead of.
What an Unfortunate problem you have. All three of you with your 6 military tech.
Haymakers are beautiful. Did you just do
Oh my
something?
god. This game! No, I did not just desync, but I did get the War of the Roses. However, all of my options are garbage.
Get it.
This is it's a big improvement, but it still sucks.
Looks like Burger King's getting shit on over there. What's their manpower is.
That's where all my money went. I built temples in all my provinces. I forgot.
A simple mistake that anyone could make.
Literally anyone.
I mean, assuming certain levels of stupidity.
Literally anyone. Well, I'm making some dollar bills right now, son.
You sound like a gigantic faggot when you say that.
Dollar bills.
I'm positive income 26 ducats.
Yeah, we'll find
Plus 10 ducats. That's all.
plus 20, but feels bad.
Guess who's out of manpower again? I still have yet to invade anyone this game.
Bulgarian revolt? No. Oh, I can just 30 ducats. Never mind.
You can just bribe a guy.
Why are you
Hey,
allied
listen, I know a
with
guy.
France? Stop it. So if I try to enforce peace,
Uh,
I wish I had a master of the mint.
tired.
is not very good, unfortunately. 223.
Well, mine's 211, but it was 0.
That's right.
Don't have an.
Oh my god, a generation of cowards lose 15,000 manpower. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm taking the discipline hit. That's so much manpower. Hey Ares,
There.
I have enemy troops in Jalalabad.
Fucking America.
Jalalabad.
Yeah, they're on the road to
Battlefield
Jalalabad.
2? Dude, I've been playing Battlefield 2 all week.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't even installed it in like years. Because I can't
I've
find
been
my
playing
CD.
all week.
And honestly, I don't even know if I can read CDs in my computer anymore. Haven't tried since like 2007.
Me and my friend have been
All
doing the multiplayer co-op with the bots, like 48 bots.
I
So-
played Vietnam the other day and tried something like that, and it was just too much. The tanks in that game were hilarious. Punjab will be mine.
Oh.
Problem.
Cal got elected Curio controller.
I wouldn't know what that is.
But that doesn't make any sense. I have -3 papal influence every month from the Lollard tolerance. I have 0 papal influence. Oh wait, I guess the Pope lived a long time because right when that happened, I spent all my papal influence on chance. So I guess I got lucky.
Yeah, you got lucky. Dick. Like, before long, I'm just gonna have to, like, fucking say, screw it, and invade Hungary, despite friends.
Oh, I see how it is. Bitch, you can try. 60,000 manpower.
Ares is like, no, I don't think you're gonna do that.
I'm just doing my duty as papal controller.
Did you just excommunicate someone?
No, I declared a crusade against Ares.
Oh, well, that's also cool.
That is actually awesome. Everyone should do that.
We should all go to war against Ares for the income boost.
I agree with this plan.
It does sound like a lot of income, I have to be honest with you. I could really use that
Except-
income.
You're not Christian.
It doesn't matter, I'll convert. I'll convert just to
That is
whoop
the
your ass.
It's like, if you give me money, I'll be happy to.
I mean, isn't that sort of what everybody else did when the Muslims came through? The Muslims were like, hey, we'll give you money if you convert, and everybody's like, oh yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea, actually, I like that. Also, we'll not die if we do that, right? And they'll be like, oh yeah, no, you'll totally not die.
What the hell is this crap? Scotland intervenes, 2 pretender regiments rise up in Norfolk.
Intervention.
Freaking Scotland, man. If you're gonna intervene, at least make it serious.
Scotland is known for its getting in the way of things.
They were like America before America.
No, that was England. But yeah.
To be fair, that was England.
Still don't have an heir. And I have a double chance to get an heir from Muslim.
Because Muslim bitch is so fucking fertile. Or something.
It's actually true. Scientifically proven. It's because they're closer to being animals than normal white man. It's the brown people. It happens.
You're a terrible human being, you know that.
I need to get Venice the fuck out of the Mediterranean.
Can you still blockade if you, have no... No, I guess you can. That's interesting.
I have so much Diplo power, I'm gonna just take everything in the Middle East and see what happens. I can kind of imagine what will happen, but it probably involves winning. I'm so religiously unified right now. That plus 25% is insane. That's so stupid.
Yes, it's amazing. Has really good events attached to the idea group too, and you know, everything else in the list is really amazing. Also, I haven't killed the Pretenders yet, but because I sieged all the provinces down, the War of the Roses ended. Apparently. That's 24,000 Pretenders, oh my god. And their general's better than mine too. They're gonna be running around England for a fair few years.
Look at that bullshit French manpower.
You're gonna blame France now.
Can
Blame
you see
France
Ming yet?
today.
No.
I would love to know who has more, because I'm pretty sure it's France.
I can only see,
Oh wait, Ming
Southeast
blew
Asia.
up, I forgot.
Yeah, Ming blew up like a motherfucker.
I was not aware that that was a quality that that particular type of individual had.
Now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Things you learn. Venice is getting shit on. There's rebels in Crete
Again?
and Cyprus. Cretan nationalists for both Crete and Cyprus.
Well, that's
Oh, I
good for
didn't
you, at
realize
least.
I was at war with Mawar also. Mawar, yeah.
Mawar.
And no?
Oh no, that's Mawar, sorry. Mawar somewhere else.
Mawar. Yeah, and they're huge.
Oh, Vijayanagar
I
got
mean,
shit
they're
on
not
too.
huge. Yeah, Vijayanagar are super dead. No, there's the Bahamas right there. It's weird how history works, how the Bahamas are in Vijayanagar right now.
Bahamas generally are highly related to vagina for a lot of people who go there.
Haha, I get it.
Bahama.
Yeah.
Come on, pretty mama, down to Kokomo. Yep. Oh, I took Lahore.
Oh,
It's only a matter of
I keep picking on Punjab. Is that you declaring war, or is it like an allied war?
No, I declared war, but I'm not picking on just Punjab, I'm picking on everyone over here. I need this
Yeah, fucking yeah.
war guys to go away. I don't want much, I just want everything.
That's not that much.
No.
Oh shit, Venice still has a navy. Maybe I shouldn't declare war on them.
You're the freaking Ottoman Empire. You can afford to build 20 ships and take them out.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, Ottomans aren't as strong as they used to be, though.
No, the Ottomans are a lot stronger than they used to be.
Ottomans OP.
Right. Oh my god, embassy's so expensive.
Bitch, I got that like
least you
5
have
years
one.
ago.
What is diplomatic technology?
I could
We don't have that here.
5 years ago too, but like 1,000 gold? Like really? That's the thing? Fuck that.
That's a lot of temples.
That is a lot of temples.
I can
trying to build
separate
too many
peace.
temples.
I'm still sieging them.
I guess I'll wait one more year before I invest into it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for what to be current time.
I was, but like my shit's building up so fast I can't afford to.
You have such problem.
It's pretty rough, I'm telling you.
I mean, I'm pretty horrible on tech, and Dehazian is even
Monarch
worse off.
hates me.
Except for the disgustingly good military tech.
Really, admin points.
Set your national focus.
It is. Of course, I did it at the start of the game. Come on.
Actually, did we ever tell Dehazian Ninja about national focus? Because that might explain why he has so many freaking military PowerPoints.
I don't even have one set. Now I do.
Well, me either, but mine was intentional.
Yeah, that's what I would say too if I forgot to do it.
Well, no, mine's 999 across the board. It's completely useless for me to go above that, because I build up too fast to spend them.
Come on, Crete, revolt.
Does vassalization work the same way for hordes? Like I can still diplo annex them and everything.
Uh,
Ask Cal.
Huh? What's the question?
Vassalizing through war, the same thing. It works the same way for hordes as normal people.
Yeah. Unless they... I mean, I haven't played Timurid since 1.5, so I don't believe they've changed anything, but they could have.
Fucking 15-year truce is bullshit.
You won't be saying that when you start juggling the coalition system. New war every 5
No.
years. Coalition never contains anything but your target.
This still didn't increase the claim time, so my mission to conquer Levant, yeah, 25 years ain't gonna happen.
Just cancel it and get it again. Actually, you can conquer the Levant in 25 years. I've done it before. But it pretty much
I'm
requires
gonna be short 2
100%.
provinces.
I don't know about that one, Ares.
Well, I just calculated it, and I can get all but 2 provinces of the Levant in the next war. And then
Oh, wait. Did you have to take provinces in Anatolia from them or something? No, you didn't.
No,
That's
but
weird.
I think I used some of my war score to cancel a vassal the first war, which is a mistake.
Okay.
This'll go interesting.
Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Poland, Moldavia, Teutonic Order, and Lithuania.
The thing about it is,
Yeah.
if you don't stop Denmark, they get really freaking huge really quick in northern Germany.
Yeah, I
Let's
gotta
see.
go stop 'em.
Which, in some ways, is actually beneficial because they stop the Hanseatic League, who are very, very annoying.
Lithuania, 35,000 men. Poland, 26,000. Sweden, 16,000. Denmark, 15.
It's not that bad, though, because he's got military tech 6, and I have to assume he's close to 7.
Oh yeah, I can get 7 at any time. I'm just waiting for January.
January is
Is
the
it?
most popular time to obtain more military tech.
Was that like Denmark declaring war on Bremen or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. Just go up there and defend against Denmark.
Poland.
Exactly. Yeah, mostly Poland, but some Denmark.
Yeah, just play defensively, wait for them to come
Pausing
at you.
in a Speed 2 game. What the fuck?
Welcome to a
With
duel.
5 people. 5
Oh
people
my
in this game.
god! 5 fire, 0 shock. Fuck you.
That's hysterical.
That is amazing. Now go lose your war.
Technically speaking, you know, when you get Land Tech 7, you actually will have a use for fire as long as you build some cannons.
Took 3 generals to get anything decent.
Well, at least you had something to spend your military power on now.
That is the bright side. I also just got 2 tech, so I was getting ideas. So, yeah. Just saying.
I'm warring, playing Binding of Isaac, clicking decisions, and winning. And I didn't need to pause. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, well, you're not the emperor.
Bitch, he's the motherfucking emperor. Okay, back to the largest army in the world. Couldn't have that.
Well, I win.
You won a U4? Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I just standardized pikes. I'm such a motherfucker. How dare I? resume diplomatic relations.
Wow, they have a lot of dudes.
You're outnumbered probably at least 2 to 1.
Oh yeah, but it's not that bad because I'm mostly fine. But
Oh, do you have your allies or just you?
it's just me, but I'm still fine. They're stacking up so hard and attritioning so bad. They have 70,000 men in one province.
Like a boss.
Definitely. The
I don't give
problem
a fuck
is,
about attrition.
the problem is, Poland's guy is fucking shock 5. That is the problem. Fuck it, I'm bringing Bohemia into the war.
Are you the war leader?
I'm the emperor, bro.
It doesn't necessarily matter.
No, Bremen is, but yeah.
Well, Bremen is as Bremen does. That's how the saying goes.
That's basically what they say, yes.
That's what they say.
Fuck.
I think I'm about to be severely disgruntled.
Why did I do this?
Severely disgruntled.
Really?
This is the third time I've taken 31,000 men, no penalties, against 24,000 rather, and lost. And I am out of manpower again, so they're going to have another 5 years of running around my country while I can't do anything about it.
Like, why do you even have those rebels? What are you doing?
That's still from the War of the Roses. I haven't been able to kill them.
They don't
They're
disband
pretenders. They
when the war is over?
regenerate. The War of the Roses is over, so they don't get any more, or like event-based help. But that doesn't change the fact that the original stack is apparently unkillable.
Oh, they should just disband or something.
Nope. But at the rate they're going, they're going to be here until the king dies, because that kills pretenders. But they're doing 10 autonomy in every province they take, which is a nightmare in the long run. It's very frustrating.
Well, at least I'm wrecking them on the fire phase.
I'll be right back.
What's it like to win battles, Zadoon? I haven't had the experience this game.
Well, it's kind of tough, actually, because I shit on them, but we both lost over 20,000 men. Mostly because those motherfuckers have ridiculous generalship. Unfortunately, I just fucked their main stack, so they're gonna have a hellacious time getting that manpower back.
I'm back. Oh shit, now I have cannons. Damn it. What can I spend? I'm not gonna do cannons just yet. A 511 error.
I just realized that one of the reasons I'm losing is they have massively better than morale than me for no reason. But I just rolled a 9 in the shock phase, so oh well, it doesn't matter. Thank God that's over. Maybe I'll actually be able to subjugate Scotland sometime this century. Dude, I'm gonna break our alliance because I'm pretty sure France is about to jump me.
Okay. Or jump me.
Well, if they jump you, I'll re-ally. But they have a mission to reclaim Calais, so I'm planning on just ignoring them, and I don't want to pull anybody else in.
this up, they just don't have the manpower. Not even with Lithuania. I can barely keep this up, even with my manpower.
Well, you're almost out. France has 75,000 in the tank.
I know, it's kind of intimidating.
Guess who hasn't fought any offensive wars all game and has 232 manpower?
France.
No, that'd be me. France has 75,000 because France is overpowered. If that wasn't perfectly clear.
I have 26,000 manpower.
I've been manpower capped for almost 8 years now.
Sweden keeps trying to invade, but it's not going well.
I'm at war with the Golden Horde and Uzbek. But my allies are strong. And my many vassals are also strong.
Yeah, and my manpower tank is dry now.
Now for the massive collapse, followed by the war declaration from France.
Oh, I've won the war, but maybe I should call in all my allies so that they carpet siege this shit. That's a good idea.
You probably can't. It's been too long since the war started.
Nope, I just did.
Huh.
Daisy, did you just walk a 9 stack of your troops into a 8 stack of rebels on 0 maintenance?
Eh.
How to do it wrong.
The book.
Shh, you didn't see
Put your
anything.
maintenance up, wait about 3 months, and then move in at least twice in the main numbers.
Alright, time to invade Scotland with 0 manpower. What could go wrong?
Absolutely
Everything? Is
nothing.
everything the answer?
Everything is in fact the answer. I'm proud of you, Mirgo.
Highlanders, bitch.
Actually, I guess I can wait. The Casus Belli lasts longer than I thought. Alright, I'm finally free of rebels and my terrible king. The new king is also terrible, but slightly less so.
Hardy seaman.
Wow. This Shock 5 general ripping me up. If I didn't have ridiculous tech, I would be screwed. I am basically staying alive purely through tech. And stack wiping. That's also a relevant factor, which has done me well.
I wish I could force my vassals to my religion. They're basically my slaves. Why can't I?
That is how feudalism worked.
Yeah, but I can't make them my religion. Why?
Oh my god, my dudes are so militarily superior, it's like ridiculous. I really wish Bremen was not the war leader here. Because I would so like to attack or call this war off. But I need to get my fucking imperial authority from it.
One more year of doing nothing, and I can finally attack someone.
Oh my god. 1,000 dudes, hold out. No, Shock 5 too strong. Feels bad.
Well, I'm going to distract France now.
Yeah, give them a learning, boy.
I think it's more likely to go the other way, but you know, whatever. Ah, crap, you gotta be kidding.
Wait, what?
Well, they rolled a Shock 5 general and they got Highlanders in the first month of the war. So this is about to get very, very interesting.
Is that synonymous with ugly?
Oh yeah,
Painful?
indeed.
And before France invades England.
He's gonna try, I'm sure. Give me a second, I'm trying to think of something. Or figure something out, right?
Oh, the pause.
Bremen desperately needs to piece this shit out. this other war occupying their province will solve that. There we go. Wow, 30 imperial authority from that shit. That was worth it. I didn't know that scaled.
It's a very good chance I could lose this, actually. Because I'm not going to be able to kill the Scottish army, and I need to have my army free to fight the huge hordes of Irish, and need my navy free to go kill the French fleet.
So what does my imperial ambition idea do? Imperial authority plus 10% it says. I don't really understand how that works.
It means
Do I
any gain
always-
you would normally get, you get more.
Really? That's it?
Mm-hmm.
10% doesn't seem like much.
No, it's pretty crappy. Apparently it matters fairly significantly in a lot of games, but I don't really see how.
I mean, maybe plus 33%. I could see that shit. France is at war with you.
I think I'm about to lose this war, so whatever. I don't really care what France is doing. I care an awful lot more about Scotland's massive army and incredible general.
I was wondering if maybe they wouldn't honor Hungary, but that was a fat chance.
No, I think I'm screwed here because, yeah, them rolling that Shock 5 has been extraordinarily devastating.
Trust me, I know.
And, you know, I went into the war with 0 manpower because they only had 8,000 men. Now they have 22,000 and a Shock 5 general. And they are invading me. And I can never leave the Irish Sea, so I can't actually prevent a French landing if they try.
That was the best war ever. I got dragged into a war with one of my allies, basically, because I was friends with the Golden Horde, and... well, I occupied one province, and I sat in it, and then they occupied one of my provinces, and they sat in it, and we sat there for, like, 2 years, and then white peaced. It's like no bloodshed. A couple guys died from probably falling off, like, a wagon or something, but there wasn't even a battle. Both of us just were low desire to be in the war, and we left. That simple.
Wow, I gained so little manpower each month, it seems like. I mean, it's actually huge, but it feels slow. I wish I knew how cardinals worked.
Semi-random chance based off of base tax and Catholic provinces have. This is so frustrating. This should have been done years and years ago, but I wasn't able to do it because I haven't had manpower for 30 freaking years.
Live long and prosper, Cow Assassin. Just like
I'm
Abraham
screwed.
Lincoln
I
said.
mean, I really may not be able to come back if France actually does anything. They may not, though, so we'll see. This is a pretty significant disaster, and I don't think I can win a field battle against Scotland's army under any circumstances. Because I've got a shock 1 and they have a shock 5.
I think I screwed over Poland, Lithuania pretty hard in that war.
Have you ever considered not doing that? Because they don't deserve it.
Dude,
They're
they
trying
were
their
wrecking
best.
me. They were wrecking me. They totally deserved it.
Maybe they're trying, you know? Give them a break.
Really?
Poland's never done anything significant.
No,
They need something.
like, did you just see what Burgundy did? Like, really?
I don't even know Europe exists.
Oh, man, I was just like, what?
My guys are just like, yeah, the Ottomans are the edge of the world. You get past the Ottomans, you fall off into the
France
mouth
and
of a
Burgundy
giant
are trying
spider.
to do landings right now. I'm going to try to stop the French. We'll see what happens.
Wait, the French are landing?
They're trying to.
Oh, man.
They're not going to succeed because I'm going to sink their navy, but I'm not sure what the long-term consequences are going to be. I'm in Ayrshire trying to block the Irish from coming across, and the Scots have a ways to go in their siege, so I may be okay, but this is ugly because the Burgundians have
wish I
9
could see-
transport. And I'm going to have to rest before I sink their fleet. I'm going to sink the French one, but I'm going to have to rest before I sink the Burgundian one.
Yeah, Burgundy declaring was weird. Kill their king.
Not really. I mean, they want
Kill
Calais
their
just as
bear.
much as France does.
Well, yeah, but France occupies it. They're not going to take it from France.
Yeah. So, yeah, now I have 8,000 Burgundians sitting in my territory, and I need to fight several... What the hell?
I just used 1,500 Diplo power to culture convert, like, everything.
Alright, the bad news is I'm screwed. The good news is I sank all my rivals' navies. So screw them.
You're not screwed.
No,
You're
I'm pretty
fine.
screwed. I am really in a lot of trouble here. I am taking loans, and I have no manpower.
I can fund your rebirth.
You can't see me, so no, you can't.
Through a series of trade networks, I can give money to the Ottomans can give money to France, and France hates you.
I think you mean Austria, perhaps?
France also.
Well, he can't give it to Austria because, you see, the money would never make it to his destination in that case.
Oh, okay.
If I gave it, I mean, if I give it to Ottomans and the Ottomans gave it to French, it would end up in its destination in the form of muskets to your face.
Yeah, not fucker bankers, just shitting all over everything. True. So yeah.
Alright, now to go kill the Burgundians, since I've reestablished my Irish blockade. Also, if France builds more transports this war, I will be pissed.
I have troops I can send over there if I could know that you existed.
Mercenaries are so expensive.
You need swarm cavalry. That's what you need.
Actually, Swarm Cavalry are the best cavalry in the game right now, you know that, right?
Yeah, but they're swarms.
Yes, that's kind of the point.
Swarms of awesome.
Oh my god, Scotland is assaulting my castle, really? I think they're gonna fail, but that's still so dumb. Burgundy's leaderless troops are taking more casualties out of me than I am out of them. That's beautiful. I have cannons and they don't. And I'm still taking more losses.
Oh, I forgot. I need to build cannons.
What is
That
cannons?
was really
is that
dumb
like
by Scotland,
magic?
actually. Well, cannons should significantly reduce your casualties against a non-cannon army. Because anything standing in front of them is going to have a higher defense value than normal. God, I'm really happy Scotland did that assault. That helps so much.
You were bitching so hard about it 10 seconds ago.
Dude, no, I wasn't complaining. I was just shocked. That was really dumb of them. But yeah, Scotland has no manpower either, so them doing that assault and losing 5,000 men and not even capturing the castle is a huge deal for me. Especially since a Burgundian name.